Okay, so I made a prediction to Mr. Snerdley while the House vote was underway. And it's turned out exactly as I've predicted or forecast. And he's sitting in there, cannot believe it. Snerdley is very invested in this vote. Snerdley is very tight with many of the people in the opposition. And like many of us, would love to see a leadership change in the House of Representatives. And as such, Snerdley has been glued to C-SPAN. That's why I don't have any calls up there. Just kidding. Just kidding. He's been doing it all. They've been glued to the vote on C-SPAN. And with each new vote in the opposition column, he's been breathlessly, excitedly passing it on to me. We're up to 20 votes. We're up to 21 votes in the opposition. He kept counting up. And when he got 23, I said, you know what's going to happen? You're going to get 28. Boehner's fixed it. He said it. You're going to get 28 votes. You need 29. You're going to get close as a gnat's eyelash. You're going to get 28 votes, and you're going to lose. And this is Boehner's way of teasing you and making you think you had a chance, and at the end of the day, all you end up with is a moral victory. And lo and behold, that's where it's ended up. 28 votes. Not yet over, because there's some people that didn't vote. They're now trying to find those people, round them up, and get a vote out of them. I don't know how many that is. There was also one member of the House that voted present. And I thought Obama was the only guy who did that. So I don't know who it is. But right now we stand at 28 votes with an unknown number of members who didn't vote, didn't answer the roll call. They're trying to find them now. And so the opposition is breathlessly hanging on here by a thread, just one vote to go. And I predicted to Snerdley that they'd get to 28. You'd get so close. It'd be a moral victory, but at the end of the day, no cigar. Where does it stand now? They still rounding these? Well, they're still trying to find the people that passed on the roll call the first time, right? We don't know how many people that is. I said it's going to be over soon. You want another prediction? Okay, that the people that they're trying to round up now are also in Boehner's camp, and they didn't vote so as to be held out to see if their votes are needed. The old Clinton, Marjorie Margolies Mizvinsky trick, if you will. I'm afraid you're going to end up stuck at 28. But I hope not. I hope they get... So what happens if you get to 29? That constitutes a veto. I guess that's the best word for it. That Boehner's speakership vote has been vetoed. It doesn't elect a new speaker. It just thwarts Boehner on the first ballot. That means you go to a second ballot, and that's where it would get really, really interesting. Now, Mr. Snerdley, just so you know, Gloria Borger just reported on CNN that Boehner won in a landslide. Gloria Borger just reported on CNN that there was never any doubt. She said that Boehner had a huge cushion because of all the newly elected Republicans that owed their election to him. It's a continuation of this folly that was in thehill.com this morning, and I mentioned right at the top of the program. TheHill.com has a story. They can't understand why all this opposition to Boehner, why Boehner is the guy that led the Republicans to this massive victory in November. And these people ought to be bowing down to Boehner in gratitude for getting them elected and so forth. That is how pig ignorant these people in the drive-by media are about the way Congress works. Because what's going to happen now, Boehner, this hasn't changed since Henry VIII would eat 5 turkey drumsticks at dinner. If you don't take the king out, you're gone. Because the king is going to take you out first chance he gets. Now, what's going to happen here is that Boehner will surely try to punish members, these 28 that voted against him. It's the standard operating procedure in any organization. So Anyway, looks like it's going to have a 28. They needed 29. Moral victory. And, of course, there really aren't any of those.